Bunch of items for you here. Larry Kudlow just finished gaggling with reporters in the White House driveway. He said a couple of important things. One is that the administration's total fiscal stimulus package, he says, will be about $800 billion. About half of that, he says, is the payroll tax cut proposal the president has. Now, that doesn't have a lot of support on Capitol Hill, so bear that in mind. He also said that on the airlines, he was asked if the airlines have been in touch with the administration asking for assistance. He said yes. He said they've been in touch with the airlines in terms of cash flow. So stand by for the results of that conversation. He also threw out a proposal for 100% deductions for companies bringing their supply chains back to the United States from China. That's something we heard sort of a similar theme from Peter Navarro this morning. That's an idea Kudlow says is kicking around the White House as well to guarantee that there's more manufacturing capability here in the United States. A couple of other news items to bring you up to speed on as well, including a cyber attack now today on HHS. According to a U.S. official, we are aware of a cyber incident related to the Health and Human Services computer network, and the federal government is investigating this incident thoroughly. They say HHS and federal networks are functioning normally at this time. Separately, U.S. officials say there is a disinformation campaign underway right now online, so bear that in mind. A senior administration official telling me there is an ongoing effort to spread disinformation and cause undue panic. There is no national quarantine for the United States. It's important we remain vigilant in ensuring our information is coming from verified sources. So beware of a disinformation campaign that is ongoing now online. And finally, I can tell you that I've been talking to officials here. Our Meg Terrell's also been making calls and talking to folks familiar with what the task force, the coronavirus task force, is thinking right now. They have two scenarios for the peak of this coronavirus at this point. One is, the most optimistic scenario is that this will peak a month from March 14th. That is this past Saturday. So 1 month from now would be the peak. That is the optimistic scenario. The pessimistic scenario, I am told, is that the peak is 3 months from this past Saturday. So 3 months out, that's a much longer time horizon, but that's sort of the range of the thinking right now inside the federal government of where this thing is headed, Scott.
I'd like to believe the most optimistic at this point. I think we all would. Eamon, one more thing before I let you go. Has there been any reaction at the White House to this Romney float of sending $1,000 per adult to every adult in America?
I have not heard that. They've been skeptical in the past of what Kudlow has called helicopter money and the idea of just blasting money out to everybody. But, you know, every day is an entirely different sort of political environment and news cycle. So things could be changing quickly. We'll reach out to some folks and see what they say on that one.